as well. So joining us on the phone this morning is one of Arizona's representatives who's going to be there today, busy, Representative Gabrielle Giffords, who is a Democrat. Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit, Representative, about how things change for you guys as Democrats now that you're no longer in charge.
Well, it's true. We are going from the majority to the minority, but the fact that it was the most productive Congress, according to most congressional experts, in decades really goes to show that, yes, it's true that change is difficult, but when it comes to making sure that we actually have an economy, that we push forward legislation that would make sure that all Americans have access to affordable, quality health care, that we were able to add $600 million to additional border security funding just a couple of months ago. You know, these are important measures that will improve the national security for American people and also our prosperity as well. Obviously, it's much more fun to be in the majority than to be in the minority, but bipartisanship is critical if you're in, the top slot or if you're in the minority. So it's going to be an interesting session.
Well, and I'm looking at a couple of the pictures that you've sent over Twitter here. You talk about reaching across the board here. You've got a picture with Speaker Boehner, a picture with Representative Schweikert there, both Republicans. But here's the deal. You talk about a lot of progress being made in the last session. Well, a lot of these Republicans want to change that and go back and redo what you guys have already done.
They do. And let me just talk about a couple of things. First of all, there is going to be a vote starting tomorrow, but then the main vote will be Wednesday to repeal the health care bill. That essentially is going to be essentially it's going to be a symbolic and just a partisan vote. The political reality is that it will never pass the Senate, and even if it were to pass the Senate, the president would veto that. But today it's going to be a very interesting vote, and you talked about it earlier. There's going to be a vote to cut the office budgets for members by 5% and the committee budgets and leadership budgets. I'm introducing legislation that there should also be a 5% cut for members of Congress's salaries. Here we're going around talking about how important it is that we tighten our belts, and our constituents obviously are tightening their belts. So I think it's important that we actually, walk the talk and we not just exempt our salaries from all of this budget cutting.
And we'll be following that, and we'll keep in touch with you guys to see how that goes, where that goes from here. Thank you, Representative, for joining us this morning.